This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening. I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. Topping the news this National Heroes Day holiday, Grand Bahamas traffic fatality count climbing up a notch this weekend, as a 46-year-old man died following a traffic mishap in East Grand Bahama. The victim, an employee of a local hotel property, was on his way back to Freeport when the tragedy occurred. Megan Shepard picks up the story.
Officers on Grand Bahama investigating the island's latest traffic fatality. Officer in charge of the Eastern Division Superintendent Noel Curry says that around 5:25 Saturday evening, police at the control room received information of a traffic accident just west of Stad Oil in the High Rock area.
Police officers, along with EMS personnel out of our High Rock office, immediately responded where they came upon a 2001 Ford Explorer with one single male who was the occupant, age 46. Extensive medical health was done, and it was determined that the male had succumbed at the scene. We are in the initial stages of our investigation, and we want to appeal to anyone who may have been in the area at that time to please come forward and assist us in bringing this investigation to a successful conclusion.
Reports are that the male driver, Stanley McInnes, was the only person in the vehicle when he apparently lost control of his vehicle, which ended in nearby bushes. He was ejected, where he received injuries and later succumbed at the scene. The vehicle received extensive damages. Now police are once again urging residents to drive with care and attention.
We would like to say to our residents here in Grand Bahama and those who will be visiting with us, as you travel on the holiday weekend Monday, to please exercise the safest precautions that you can while traveling here on our streets. The concracking is normally a busy time, and there are lots of residents using our streets and pedestrians. So we want to say in the firmest way to please exercise cautions while using our streets and thoroughfare during this holiday weekend.
Police are actively investigating this matter. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Relief is on the way for South Long Island that was hit hard by Hurricane Joaquin. The massive storm cut off electricity throughout that island, and while the supply has been restored to North Long Island, restoration in the south could take some time. A team from the Grand Bahama Power Company is now in Long Island assisting with the restoration efforts. Kimberly Mullings has the details.
The Grand Bahama Power Company is taking charge, sending a 6-member team to Long Island to assist the Bahamas Electricity Corporation with the restoration of power throughout the island. Grand Bahama Power Company Operations Manager Delano Arthur says the power company quickly answered the clarion call of the affected residents by allowing its employees to assist.
So we're just eager to go down there and help those in need. These guys are blessed with a set of skills that are needed in this time for the restoration effort in Long Island, and we just want to go down there and be able to assist each and every person that we most humanly can.
This is not the first time that Grand Bahama Power Company crews have traveled to family islands after major storms to lend assistance. Line staff member Arthur Spencer is grateful for the opportunity offered to him.
I think it's going to be a good experience to go down there and put the power back on it and make them happy so that everybody can feel at home.
Troy McKenzie, Director of Transmission Distribution, says it's important to help others to get back on their feet as soon as possible at a time like this.
Our crews are quite familiar, quite capable, and are willing and able and eager to assist the folks in that community. It's not just about assisting BEC, our sister utility. It's about bringing those folks back to some kind of normalcy. And
he added that the power company is fully committed to assisting BEC restore power on Long Island.
This team will be down for 3 weeks. They'll be working 7 days a week, 16 hours a day for the next 3 weeks, assisting with this exercise. And if BEC deems it necessary where we need to extend that, we will rotate with another crew and bring them in for the required time to help the residents.
While the Grand Bahama Power Company is lending assistance, McKenzie noted that another member of corporate Grand Bahama has in turn assisted them with this project.
And we really want to thank Sky Bahamas, represented by its chairman of the board and MP for East Grand Bahama, Peter Turnquist. What Peter has done, he has donated his aircraft to cargo all of our freight to Long Island.
The 6-member line crew departed Grand Bahama Sunday afternoon on board Bahamas Air. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority limited pledging $50,000 in aid to hurricane-ravaged areas of the country. Port President Ian Rolls says they are happy to help, noting that their goal is to assist NEMA as well as other nonprofit relief organizations. The Port President says they were also able to collect a trailer of supplies for the hurricane-torn areas. These items include generators, portable stoves, matches, flashlights, cleaning materials, linen, batteries, and even everyday items. Vice Chairman Sarah St. George says it has always been the port's goal to assist people in times of crisis wherever they may be. Now, last week, the Port Authority assisted the Rotary Club by paying the cost of transporting 3 water tank trailers to New Providence to be distributed to hurricane victims. Meanwhile, the local chapter of the Alpha Kappa sorority is partnering with Kelly's to assist those affected by Hurricane Joaquin. Vice President of Programs Shelley Stewart Roll says they have impacted countless lives through various service initiatives, and this program is just another way to show their compassion. President of the chapter, Senator Tanisha Tyne, says the Blanket Drive is the first program that will assist hurricane victims in the Family Islands.
We would like the community of Grand Bahama to assist in our blanket drive, and it doesn't have to be a blanket if you want to purchase airbeds, children's clothing, whatever it is that you see that will be needed for those families in the southern islands of the Bahamas. We will collect and find its way to those who need it.
This is the month in which we would normally collect and donate hats, gloves, socks, coats, sweaters, and other seasonal wraps and items for families in need. Due to the devastation that has arisen from Hurricane Joaquin, we have decided to put on a blanket drive for those who were affected by the storm.
Human Resources and Marketing Manager at Kelly's, Lynn Freno, deems it a pleasure to partner with the sorority for such a worthy cause. She says as the winter approaches, the community is encouraged to drop off blankets, sweaters, jackets, raincoats, and the like.
It's such a timely program, and we're hoping that Kelly's customers and the community will support that. We have put all of our blankets on promotional pricing. We have put them on end caps. We are making it easily accessible for customers to pick up the blankets and to drop them in the donation box on their way out. Blankets are a security object for most people, even for adults, and I think that it's going to go a far way. It may sound like something simple, but it's going to mean so much to people who have lost everything just to have the blanket to offer them some sort of comfort.
Corporate Grand Bahama making a number of donations to hurricane victims in the country through various organizations. Freeport businessman and operator of KFC, Ken Simonet, presenting a check to Captain Roger Compton of the Salvation Army.
KFC Restaurants Freeport expresses deep regret for those people devastated by the recent hurricane. And so on this occasion, we make this donation towards the relief and recovery efforts for those people devastated by the hurricane.
Right now we have to say thank you to KFC and say that we can use this money to see what we need and rebuild houses and crack cement to fix those types of things. So I appreciate KFC and the organization stepping up to help us at this time.
Captain Compton is grateful for the help and for the outpouring of support from throughout the island. He says the hurricane relief efforts are reaching another phase as those on the ground on the affected islands are now conducting a reassessment exercise to determine what supplies are needed at this time.
I'm very happy with what's taken place so far. I appreciate so much people like KFC that have said we want to help, we want to do something, because so many are in really a critical state down there. We have assessment teams that are getting in there now and really looking at the situation. There may be enough food, clothing, and water down there. We're sending lots of bleach, flashlights, and I even appreciate the private donations.
Stay with us. There's more news after the break.